So welcome guys to part 2 of our story, or part 2 of our discussion. We're still discussing um, on how a young man should prepare for marriage. So from the process of searching, na sasa hapo ndipo tuko. Please, if you've not watched part 1 of this story, you can go to the same channel and you'll find part 1 of this story. It's very interesting with these young men who are not going to introduce themselves. If you want to know them, you will go to part 1 so that you get to know who they are. So here we are. We have searched, or a young man has searched, and he has found this is the person. As Njoroge told us, you have prayed, God has directed you, umesearch, umenok, umefanya hizo zote, umepata na ni huyu, na hata umeapproach na amekubali. There is where we are. Amekubali. What next? We will start with Mr. Manasseh. Tell us. What next?
She's my wife. Okay, I think this is the point now. Both of you have already agreed that we are taking this thing to the next level. The next level is a level of getting into the house to become my wife. I think now this is where the big elephant is.
Yes.
Because I want us to speak now in the context of a Christian-based marriage.
Definitely.
All right? Like you are born again, the girl is born again, you searched, you agreed, and now here you are.
Yes.
I believe I would like maybe to say in four parts. Ya kwamba we are thinking now in terms of a wedding, because I believe that if you want to be a good example, a marriage that can be immutable or emulated, it's a Christian wedding, right? Number two, when you talk of like a Christian wedding, therefore you must understand it's no longer about both of you. We speak now in terms of friends, parents, and family, both families.
Yes.
Then the kijana and the lady. That's number two.
Yes.
Number three, you must think of now the government, because now you're not marrying. You're in a kind of country that has guidelines. You also have to think about the church. All right?
Yes.
So tumesema nini? Friends, church,
Family.
government, and family. So I believe both of you must agree that those are the processes that need to be put into consideration. So I think, and then maybe now the other thing is like, how do we move this thing together? Remember, in our part 1, we are also saying that kwamba you want to have a marriage like that of that person or those people you look at.
Yeah.
Therefore, there must be people you now want to bring into the picture.
Yes.
I think both of you have already agreed. I think like for example, in my case, is thinking about the best couple. Who is this accountable person? Couple, because again, you cannot be accountable to everyone. In as much as people will guide you, there is that specific person, a couple that you like to be guided by,
or walk the journey with.
Or walk with the journey with. Yes. Because another problem we're having is that tumeagree sisi wawili tunaenda huko tunafanya mambo we think like ni kwa sababu ni sisi wawili, it's about us. Wacha nikwambie, my brother, you listen to me, it's no longer about two of you. It's a society you are building, and marriage does not happen in a situation. You're in a society. You must bring people into the picture. Tafuta sasa from there the best couple. That marriage couple you got to be accountable to. Yes. And I'm very sure they also be able to give you some guidance. And that does not necessarily mean because ni Manasseh umetaka kuwe best couple wako, ni Josh umetaka kuwe best couple wako, ni Honest unataka kuwe best couple yako. Does not now mean because ni Honest you can no longer listen from Josh.
Yeah.
And because umeamua ni Josh, you never, mimi siwezi ambiwa na mtu mwingine, I can only listen to Manasseh. You know, it's not banned, but again we are saying, remember we said, you don't just listen from anyone, but also have a circle of the people you like to get guidance from. So best couple, from there, I think they will be able to guide you in the next step. Because another problem we have in Josh, ni kijana amepata msichana kwao, kwa kina msichana anaona peke yako, until like yani mnataka kuoa na nani? Who are these people that you are introducing your marriage to? So I think It's a question of walking the journey with a person, na mwenye pia huyo mtu hata kuwa mnafiki, lazima akuwe pia it's a couple that has also won in the context of how we look at things. Lazima wakuwe pia ni watu wako na kielelezo kizuri. Don't just go for anybody. Even if they are married, they could be good, yes, but can they sit you down? Can they guide you? You know.
And I think together with us in this our channel, we've done a video with a couple, the Njugunas, you can go watch, on how to choose your best couple. Very important. So if you are at that stage of your relationship, you can see a video in this channel about how to choose a best couple.
Yeah, sure.
So I think, as he said, to him, best couple follows. Just after you have agreed, best couple follows. Because
Yeah, sure.
I believe these people are the ones to walk with you the journey. From the point of where are we starting with introduction? When should our introduction be? So they're your marriage partners. Because marriage is like a baby. So you need a parent that is going to help you grow this baby. Yeah. So best couple, I agree.
Yeah.
Honest, what do you think? What comes next after Sasa to me?
Of course, sitarudia what Manase has said.
Yes.
I've just touch. Best couple very important. Na pia umesema there are few things I thought of, lakini sasa kuna hiyo audition you did so that you don't choose a best couple kwa sababu ana pesa ama nini kitu kama hiyo. There are those things to look at. Mtu ambaye pia when utawork na wife yako for many years pia utazeeka na for many years. Mwenye unaweza piga nduru usiku umpigie na hawezi. Number 2, when you talk of family, it's good at this early stage now that amekubali umintroduce kwa families. There are people who tell you huyu umeleta hapa nyumbani inaweza kuwa issue, so that you start fighting battles hata before uguze church. Battles za families zinakuwa mbaya actually za church.
Sure.
Church unasema mimi ni Mkikuyu na wao Mjaluo, they have no issue, but pengine Ukikuyu yenu ukaenyu na mama yako wasema hataki kusikia Mjaluo huko kwa sababu ya background fulani. So as you think of introducing family, unachimba kujua now from background ya kwetu tuta survive hivi. Again senye muli agree did aliyekelea kadi yake na ukekelea yako ndio mu agree.
Sure.
Blueprint yetu mimi ningetaka hivi na wewe ungetaka hivi tu imagine pamoja. As we think of doing a wedding na nini na umejipanga na umekubaliana we can move together. You see hapa ndio mtaongea tutakuwa na watu ngapi kama hizo tuta move aje on. Unapenda nini haupendi, mimi napenda nini sipendi, such kind of thing. Amwe na vision 10 20 30 50 years to come. Yes.
So those things should come up. So hakuna kufichana white.
Hakuna sasa.
Sasa hapa ni msha agree and sasa vitu zikuwe open.
Ndio, labda hapa by the way kwa agree mnaweza agree, lakini mkianza kutoa makadi kiumane. That's why in the book of Moses chapter 4 verse 6 inasema better broken engagement.
Moses chapter
4 verse 6. Better broken engagement kushinda broken marriage. Kushinda broken marriage.
But you see now, one thing you have agreed. You see now, when you come to the issue of because you see now already you have agreed.
Yeah.
You have agreed to disagree.
That's the thing.
You have agreed to disagree. You have agreed to disagree. You see, because now wakati mnafika ya kwamba now we want to go to the next level.
Yeah.
Unaona? Sasa tumetoa kadi zetu.
True.
Ona, nimejua turukara zako.
Kama kuna kadi yako kutolea before.
No, I'm saying. Sasa unajua wakati unafika mahali ya kwamba sasa tunaona.
So msha agree.
Huyu Jiroka anasema hivyo. We have a personal friend of ours with him. Tulikanza ilikuwa kama Friday. It's okay. Unajua sijachata jina.
No.
Lakini sasa he's doing very well because he ilienda hivyo.
No, but you see now, to see why did you cancel the wedding?
Yeah.
Why did you cancel?
Dakika mwisho.
Dakika mwisho. Akasema in fact on a that no, don't mind. On a Thursday. It was on a Thursday. Now the wedding one was supposed to be on Saturday. Akasema kuna vitu sikuelewa.
So kuna kadi zilichomoka.
Sikuachana waliachana. Sikuachana waliachana. Ulisema now harusi ni ya Saturday. But kuna vitu naona we have not agreed. Unaona? So the wedding, let's cancel the wedding. Unaona? To a later date. Unaona? That's what they did. Hakuachana. Because kuna vitu hakufanya nini? Hakuelewana. And that's where shida yetu iko. Ni kwa sababu unaona kuna shida na you continue.
But you're still pushing.
You're still pushing. You see there's some things that we push na tunajua hii wacha kwanza tu. You see let's first of all settle on this. Hata kama tumepanga kila kitu na ni kesho, no kuna kitu imetokea let's not push that thing.
Better broken engagement.
Do you wanasema book of Moses 2 verse 6?
We are not, you see the thing is
ama to advocate at a broken.
No, tunasema si ati ni engagement. Tunasema ni harusi tulikuwa tufanye Saturday, lakini wacha tuipush tuona hata kama tumepanga kila kitu. Unajua on Thursday chakula tujapika. Usi? On Thursday kuna vitu vingi tunafanya.
Shopping imefanywa.
Hata kama unajua ile vitu
deposit zimelipwa bwana.
Haina shida hata kama tumelipa deposit.
Na pesa
Hao tu ndio tutatumia. Hao tu ndio tutatumia. But what you have done, let's push that to another date. Kwa sababu kuna vitu zime crop up hapa ambao hatukufanya nini? The other thing, you see, kama tumeelewana na tumeenda kwa wazazi, tumelipa dawari. That's another thing. Unaona, tumelipa dawari. Ama ni kwa sababu tena ikuja siku ya harusi unakuta mzazi anasema kuna vitu hukumaliza. See? So there are things we have to settle hata kabla tufike kwa ndoa kufanya harusi. There are things we have to clear. You see, tumeongea mambo ya best couple na tower guide. You see, wakati tunaenda kujenga na nimesema this is the kind of house that I want. See now when you talk of a house, this is the kind of house I want. I look for a fundi mwenye atani guide tutajenga namna hii. Anakuambia mawe tunanuaga kwa fulani, mchanga utapata mahali fulani, simiti utapata mahali fulani. This is the cheapest place. So those are some of the things na unafanya the costings. You see, even in marriage kuna vitu lazima tukae chini. Unaona tumesema hakuna kuficha kadi. You see, toa yako na mimi toa. You see, mimi nafanya kibarua. Usinione wakati tunapatana church niko na suti. Unaona maybe hiyo suti labda ni tai niliomba manase si yangu. Wacha the true colors zangu zitoke. Unaona? Hakuna hii mambo ya kujifichiana.
So this is coming at what point? After the proposal and I've agreed ama before? Ama we are saying that marriage mnendanga mki. Hata leo bado kuna kadi zinafichika.
Yes, ni kweli. Ziko.
Kile dogo ndogo.
You see,
dogo ndogo.
Zile kubwa zifichika before.
Yes.
I think what we're trying to say here is that this issue about marriage, we are talking about a very serious union here. And remember, Josh, there's something we are trying to drive here. Or we're talking of like a mume agree to tawana.
Yes.
Of course, there are a lot of things that from the point of searching and agreeing, a lot of things have been discussed. And that's what we are trying to talk to this young man. Because we have found ourselves there every now and then, and we also, the reason of doing this video to avoid those kind of things.
Yes.
Ya kwamba when we are talking of like we want to take this to the next level, it's not for the best couple now to come in akuulize, by the way, mmediscuss mtoto na watoto wangapi? Hebu ngoja kidogo, we are not discussing about that. Aya, the best couple asks you like by the way, ulimwambia unakuwa na mtoto. Oh, by the way, we have not
hizo ndo kadi sasa kubwa zinatakana zitoke mapema.
Those are the things we want to discuss them. When you're talking of like we have agreed to move to the next level, we want to have already agreed. It's a lot of there are a lot of ingredients which are making it for us possible to get to the next level. Now we have agreed. There are a lot of things because we don't want to bring parties, we don't want to bring church, we don't want to bring family.
Yes.
When honest we are talking about we want to know kama kwetu kuna babu and already said huku hakuna Mwembu, kama for example I come from Mwembu County. Huku hakuna mtu ataletwa from Central, huku hakuna mtu ataletwa from Rift Valley. Those are the things we need to have already dealt with. You know, like mimi honey or babes, as I get you, mimi ujue kwetu these are the kind of challenges we are expecting to meet. Already kwetu walisemanga hakuna Mjaluo, kwetu walisemanga hakuna Mkale, kwetu walisemanga hakuna Mkikuyu, kwetu walisemanga hakuna Mkamba, you know. So as we are moving to the next level, those are the things we have already discussed. Yes. Because we don't want to bring a baggage again, because we don't want Josh to be a problem to the best couple. That's what I was saying now to this young man. We don't want to go back to the first part. Yeah, before for those coffee dates, for those dates that are chips, for those dates that are working together, these are the serious matters.
You need to discuss.
You need to discuss
and agree.
We don't want to become counselors from the onset. You know, like unajua mimi by the way, tutaenda nyumbani tutauliza kama Wakikuyu kwetu wanaweza kubalika. Those are the things you need to have already discussed, because again you don't want to be like mmependana amesema yes then shosho alikataa. you know, you break
You
break hard.
Yes.
I think I'm
Yeah.
getting it. I think we are getting it. And that's another video we will do later of what things should you people discuss during your courtship.
Yeah.
During your courtship, yeah? So we have spoken about now mumefika, mume agree. Hizo vitu mlikuwa mshajua.
Yeah.
Number 1, choose your best couple.
Yeah.
Mshachagua best couple. After best couple,
Josh, what do you think?
No, after best couple, you see now, kuna kitu moja and I think tulikuwa tumediscuss kwa in the first part, eh? You see, are you ready one day?
Yeah.
Because now when you come to are you ready? And there are three things we have to check. Are you financially stable?
financially ready,
Yes, financially ready. Are you
mentally ready,
are you socially?
socially.
You see, because now socially, you see, maybe you are unaona lakini maybe tunataka kufanya harusi and the people that you associate with ona
Harusi, upe watu
and those are the same people unataka wakusaidie.
Yes.
And socially you don't socialize with the people and you expect these people to come
And I help you.
unaona help you, but you don't socialize with the people.
You don't participate in people's
hapo ndio inafika, unaona tu ka WhatsApp group
Yes.
invite
Watu wana left.
unatumia WhatsApp group so huyu ni nani, hata anakuwa na namba yangu because nje ya kuongelea
Yes.
changi, but ameshatuma WhatsApp.
You see, that's one thing. Socially, mentally, mentally are you stable?
Yes.
You see, the other one emotionally, are you stable emotionally? Ama ni tukifika kwa nyumba ona unalia na mimi nafanya nini? You see, emotionally are you stable? So you have to be stable in everything. Isifike ati wakati tunaenda maybe kwa doa on hauna hata una do. Because you see, the thing is,
Because after best couple now we start to think about going for dowry. Sindo?
yes,
That's why you're talking about you need to be stable.
I have a question.
yes,
Yes,
please.
They are socially, emotionally. What about spiritually?
Even spiritually,
Yeah, even spiritual. I
that's
think.
another thing.
Pia sana.
That's another thing.
How do
Spiritual.
you measure spirituality ya mtu ati amefika kuoa?
I think it's a good question. What Josh you're trying to say is this, we have agreed we are getting married.
Yes.
You know, no one exists in a vacuum. Right? Hapo sasa ndio because we are building because tumeagree tunaoa because we're not marrying next week or next month because it's a journey. I think now is that when you talk about social life, we are talking about even now begin to participate in other people's maybe events. It's about like who do you introduce yourselves to, all right? In terms of spirituality, honestly, I also believe because there's that time now you are doing things alone as Manasseh. You are seeking God alone, searching God and doing things alone. There's that time she was doing things alone. So when you're talking about spiritual stability, it's about now walking a journey of spiritual and maybe processes when you are both together.
Let's say now, probably you need to be prayerful. Now you
Yeah,
need to
yes.
engage this thing in prayers.
Yes.
Yeah.
And also the church must embrace it because you, kama hujajipanga na church, tusema no, okay, you want to marry, but your wedding can be 2 years from now.
Yeah.
You just joined our church last week.
True.
So you don't know you. Spiritually,
Yeah.
we need to work again with you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All those things in there.
Exactly.
Yes.
Because you know again in as much as mmependana si tuwaonane because we talked of like yes, that's where I know the church is coming in, because we talked of like when I was giving maybe the next idea you need to bring into your mind too is that you must know when you're marrying there's a church aspect, when you're marrying there is the family aspect, when you're marrying there is also the government aspect. So I also believe that is where now we are talking of like the next step. You need to make the church know, because also there are church programs for those who want to get
Yes.
married. You know, there must be a counseling session. You know, you don't just kaa nayo chini ya maji then mnapanga, because again also there's a balance here which is depending on different orientations. Kuna labda mmepata best couple, tuseme labda si wa church yenu na yeye anafikia tu mko sawa, maybe mnaenda kwa wazazi, maybe wanafikia kwa sawa, then where you just put it within yourself, mtaenda tu kwa church one time and I will inform them. Those things they somehow run concurrently as much as you're talking about the family, also the church, because again you know, if you, for example you have that brother, that sister in the church, you remember there's also the part of the testimony. Because if we will be seeing you together closer and the church is not aware, you know, I want to believe also in the church part, there are guidelines which the church should give to you. How do you behave? Because also you don't just exist. You are also a role model, maybe to the other young people who also want to get. That's where the church also is coming in.
So here we are talking about after you've realized, after Sasa you've started making it open to other people. That's where now you go meet best couple. Hapo Sunday will make it official to the church. Hapo pia ndio unapangia making it official to your parents. Unaona? And then now from making it official to your parents, it's now where now the two families need to come together. Now what we are talking about dowry. So the topic of dowry is too low. It's too wide. It's too wide. Hapo ndio unajua honest atakuja na nini zote za saa hii. It's too wide. But after dowry, and at what point should dowry come in? Because siku hizi ninaona ni kama watu wanafanya dowry leo alafu in the next weekend mnaona kuna harusi.
Sorry?
Unapata mtu at what point should dowry come in? I'm feeling like nowadays dowry imekuwa, it has been taken so lightly. It has been taken so lightly. Okay, of course that topic tumesema. So I don't want to engage to that topic because tunajua already our time is really past. We can skip that topic. You guys are look for you because of dowry. But we are talking of the process is you have loved each other, you have identified as a couple, you have introduced your person to family, to church, to everything. You have done dowry. So after dowry now, it's now we are trying to plan now about the wedding.
Yeah, sure.
So to me skip, by the way we've skipped that purposely because we will come back to discuss on dowry. It's too wide, we don't want to cover it here. So after the dowry now, and both sides of parents have agreed, now it's when wewe sasa uko na authority to bring this person to your house. And as Christians we advocate for weddings. And by mentioning weddings, we do not mean 1 million wedding. We have a wedding, a Sunday wedding. We have very simple weddings.
Even a Monday wedding.
Even a Monday wedding.
Yes.
But the reason for weddings is to get witnesses, and there's a testimony that comes out of that. So as a young man, how should you prepare for your wedding?
As a young man, the way you prepare for a wedding, you see, tumesema wakati tunataka kujenga, when you want to build a house, that's what we said from the beginning. You have already sat down. You see, umetengeneza costing. You see, now when you're talking about wedding, you want us to assist you. You see, you want us to assist you to plan for your wedding. So when you come to us, hata unajua hata Musa aliulizwa uko na nini? So alikuwa na, ukiangalia kila mtu alikuwa anaulizwa what do you have?
Yeah.
The little that you had, God used to multiply. You see, the multiplication imekuwa inafanya nini? So even when you are coming to us to assist you, we always ask, what do you have? Maybe God has blessed you and you may be having everything. So you come and tell us, no, this is what I have. I need you to assist me in planning. If you don't have, because we are not blessed the same, you see, if you don't have, come with what you have. Let's sit down. We advise you, because now maybe you have a budget of 1 million and what you have is 5,000.
Yes.
That one cannot happen. What do you expect to get the rest? And you're having a budget of 1 million.
So what you're saying is that you as the, of course with your bride,
yes,
number one thing, you need to have an idea of the wedding you want.
Yes.
And that idea of the wedding you want ndio itakufanya mufikiria how much are you going to contribute to that budget.
Yes.
Because now you'll not just sit and say nimeenda kuita committee wanipangie harusi, but hata ukiulizwa the type of decor you want, haujui. Sisi tukuja hapo, we plan for you a 500,000 wedding for example. And then nyinyi hata hamna idea, and then you say, as you're saying, I have 5,000. Let the wedding, the idea of the wedding that you have, mu contribute kwa your budget, come with what you have, and now let your friends help you to plan. What do you think on this?
Another book says unajengewa nyumba na ile miti umejikatia. So how you'll come is tutakupangia hivyo.
Yes.
Basically how you'll come, and then number 2, it's good ukue ni mtu wa watu. Network. Unaweza kuwa hauko ile social aspect alituambia. Unaweza kuwa una any. Lakini ukija kwa watu wakwambia hapana, wewe tuwezi kubali fanye. Wewe ni mtu wetu. They'll cater for So hiyo kujiweka kwa kundi ni very special, get out of that. Huwezi fanya peke yako. Lazima ukuje umejipanga kivyako na pia kuwa mtu wa watu. You can get what you want and even achieve kile mnataka na mtu wako when already mume build your capacity for ground.
Yes.
On the same, before he talks, now, see another problem that I have seen, because I think we have been in so many committees.
Wedding.
Yeah, you find somebody is coming,
Wedding committee.
his mind already he has maybe a chairman or treasurer, a secretary, because he knows that Manasseh is well up. So I'll make him the chairman. And I know, so amehesabu, anajua nikifanya honest chairman, najua vitu hazitaenda vibaya. Akiona kumeharibika atachipi, not knowing ya kwamba hata yeye mwenyewe ako na issue zake ambayo anafanya nini, ana handle. So we have to be very careful, as he has said. Unajengewa kulingana ile miti fanya nini, umejikatia. You see, so just not to come with that hata kama sina, somebody else will chip in, and the other,
it is yours, you should have
this thing is yours.
Ni wewe unaoa.
Yes, si ya mtu mwingine. In fact, unajua hii wewe umekuja tukusaidie kupanga na tukupatie. The other thing ambao naona inakuwa na shida ni kwamba sometimes we try to offer advice, and the person that you're offering advice to, they don't want to hear.
Problem.
It's a problem. They don't want to hear. Already some of us ni tuko wajuaji sana. Ya kwamba unajua tumeshapitia, and that's why we are here.
Tunaona kwa social media, so tunataka zetu pia zikuwe hivi.
Ona wedding show. You see, we have wedding shows. And you see there are wedding shows. Unaona mtu alikuja na helicopter. So yako unataka ikuje na helicopter. Unaona? Maybe hata helicopter kuipata ni ngumu. Na kuhaya helicopter maybe ni pesa mingi sana. And you come to tell it, you cannot have a helicopter. You see the much that we have. You see, this is a one-day event. So after that, we want to have a wedding of 100 million. Then after that, so you see, we can come and plan a wedding for 5,000.
Na ikuwe
colorful. Na mutoke na muende. Na watu wasemaga, watu walifanya harusi ilikuwa ya nguvu.
Yeah, sure.
With 5,000. Yes. It's not a must that you are 5 million, because you can have a wedding of 5 million halafu unaenda kulala ja. You see?
Waambie harusi mzuri ni yenye after harusi hamna madeni.
Hamna madeni.
Yes.
Tusikuwa tumepanga halafu kesho, and I know of a person. He was my friend. The day after meoana, next I think after 1 week, watu walikuwa wanapiga milango kwao. The gift that watu walikuwa wamepewa zote zikabebwa. Kwa sababu ya nini? Na madeni. So please my friend, those who are watching, young men, usitake kufanya kama ya mtu mwingine, because unaona ya Manasseh ilifanyika hivi, na ikawa colorful. Usifanye kama hiyo. Ona, haijago kama ya so and so. Hii ni yako na wewe mwenyewe. Tusitake kuja tena unakuja ama unanicall, niko na kadeni ya mtu sikumaliza, nisaidie kuseto. Please don't.
Usiende kukaa kwa committee, unasikia watu wanapanga na unanyamaza tu.
Yes.
Unawaacha tu wanapanga unanyamaza. So you should be in the front line. What people forget, hata sisi wenye tunaenda kwa committees, we just give them ideas on how even maybe to source the money. Because tutakwambia tengeneza maybe for example a pre-wedding. Hiyo pre-wedding njoo harusi hizi kwa yangu na mimi niende wewe uende uite marafiki wako kwa pre-wedding yako. Wewe tu mwenye harusi ndio tutakwambia ndio uite marafiki wako. So you should know that is all about you. Don't come and burden the committee. And don't come na with your own ideas. Ama tena wengine wanakuja blind, hata wajui anything, sasa hata ndio wanakuwa wako wazi.
Be real. See the thing is be real.
Yes.
See, be real.
I also thought I have something I can add because I see our time is so much gone. About weddings is that much has been said. We cannot emphasize on that.
Yes.
Number one, it is your wedding. Because pia there are people who have been saying like, mimi mtu asiniendi kwa committee, si wedding kwani si bibi ni wako. Let's also be a society that advocates and celebrates what is good. Right? Because wedding is not evil. I don't think it will be so, and it's not a good thing to say mtu usiniadi kwa hiyo group. You know, you usually say, you know, the wearer of the shoe knows where it pitches most. Usiongee tena zaidi vibaya until you, but one day also you need other people to help you. Weddings are not like barriers. If we can celebrate and if we can contribute when we are doing for barriers, why we not contribute for weddings? But the point here is preparing for your wedding. Don't give us a 1 million budget, a 700,000 budget, and wewe huna is the money you don't have. Josh, I will remind you something. You told me very long ago. Today I will remind you. Uliniambia it's only during the wedding that people will join together for a worthy cause.
Yes.
For maybe I may talk of like for a celebration. Yani ile ku celebrate kwa furaha. You know, when people die we talk of a celebration, but in instant we are mourning. It's only during the wedding that you can have people come and join together. It's only the opportunity you have that I can give you a glass.
It's true.
It's only the opportunity you have that I can bring you maybe as, you know, a gift. You know, don't give gifts during burials. So I also say that let us not soak or maybe downlook the importance of our wedding. Weddings are good, but the point here is don't overburden. Don't bring us a budget of 100,000 and maybe what we can afford is 5,000.
It's true.
Actually, wedding don't have to be big.
They don't have to.
There's no specific budget.
Yeah.
If you cannot be able to maintain that budget, let it stay.
Actually,
But also remember, don't be mean. Don't be mean. If you can be able to afford it, do it. But don't burden the people. Neither should you also burden yourself, because there's life after.
there's life after.
Because wedding is much. Maybe if we talked of in terms of hours, it's not something beyond 12 hours.
Kitapata ni nyingi.
Hata 12 hours ni mingi sana.
Nendanga church hivi ni 3-4 hours. Nishtukia siku imeisha, millions
So
of
wedding
gone.
there's a lot we can talk about wedding preparations.
Yes.
But even as we prepare about it, be a bit considerate. Yeah, sure.
I think that's it, guys. Just live within your means. Live within your means. Don't see and copy paste. Ishi maisha yako, and that will help you even in life. For young men, prepare financially. You know, we women depend on our men so much. So prepare financially. Usitake like you're there, you cannot even afford a gown for your wife. So you cannot even afford to take her to the salon. You're still depending on the committee, the people wakuchangie for taking your wife to the salon. So please prepare and prepare well. So as you're planning, it might not be now, but be some few years to come. It might be immediately in the next 2 months, 1 month, 1 year. But as you prepare, at least now you have tips or you have an idea of how you need to prepare.
Sure.
So that's it, guys. Thank you so much for being in this channel.
Anytime.
We appreciate. Unasema anytime. Wewe ni wa huku. Wewe ni wa hapa. Where you are home.
Every day.
This one should say
Every day.
I'm so grateful, or we are so grateful as the Manasseh.
Yeah, sure,
Thank
sure.
you.
Let's keep this word of marriages outside there. Let's talk to our young people. Let's encourage them. Let's bring out the picture of marriages are meant to work. The intention of God about marriages was not what we are seeing in some of the marriages today. His plan was to set an example for a continuity of a generation that will love God, that will serve God, because God really honors marriages. So thank you so much. And once again, I say, if you've not subscribed to this channel, kindly subscribe. Just hit that subscription button. Hapo tu chini on your, I don't know, on your right or your left, on your right, down there. Just hit it and you will have subscribed. Like this video, and that will popularize this video, and it will go to other people for them to watch. Thank you so much, guys. God bless you and have a nice one.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Thank you for having us.